Oh, hallelujah! Glory to the Most High, Yahweh Elohim. It's incredible to know Him, incredible to just know that He's in charge of everything, even every bit of law and whatever you think. But let's face it, today we are sitting with a situation where the law has become so corrupt and it has become absolutely unbearable for many, many, many folks. Last year, I learned something valuable, and that was that if you have an ID number and your names are in capital in your ID book, your passport, your driver's license, anything you register carries that name. Okay, and that's an identity name. So when we dig into this really, really corrupt, deceptive system, and you start digging in, you'll find that there are a whole bunch of so-called clever people which have taken our trusts and put us in that trust so that if we die, they make money out of us. Not your family, they do. Let that sink in for a minute, because what these guys have done is that when you are born, your parents go register you. They write your name in small letters, and it's real writing, real people. But when your birth certificate or your ID or anything comes back, it comes back in capital letters. That means they've sent it to a city or a country called Londonium, which is the square mile or whatever they call it in the UK, which is part of the crown. Now, South Africa happens to be part of this crown as well. Don't let anybody tell you that it isn't so. And this is not a conspiracy theory. This is legal matters, documented, for anybody to see. All you got to do is open your eyes and start scratching, and you will find this. Now, considering that we have so many jobs available in the country, and the government has not done anything to increase the work capacity in this country, which is a fact. Now, if you have, let's say, 4 million people and they are all white people, there's no more jobs being created. So what you do is you make a mandate and stipulate that all the white folks must be out of a job. That means that they still have their bond number, which is connected to this trust. So they are still assets, or perceived as assets, on the banking system. Now, the only way for them to keep themselves afloat and getting more money from these, from the World Bank and all these illegal systems that they've actually got, they are illegal, by the way, if you read into law and you go through the history of it. And I'm quite flabbergasted by how illegal these actual agreements and contracts actually are, according to common law, which was accepted back in 1215. So what they do is they go and they make it a BEE thing. So now, therefore, only black guys can get a vote, or not just a vote, but they can get the jobs that are required to do the work. And therefore they increase their database on income generating assets. This, you don't need rocket science to figure this out. So really, the government is part of the crown. They are agents of the crown. If you do the studies and do the homework, you'll find out exactly what this refers to. These guys are evil. They don't care about you. They play with little boys and little girls. They do child trafficking, all under your nose without even realizing it. The facts are there. The evidence is there. And we're not talking about 2 or 3 witnesses. There are very well-known medical people, lawyers, judges that are exposing these truths now. And this is what we really need, is for people to wake up, catch the idea that common law is the highest law in this realm. The government laws mean nothing. They are corrupt and deceptive. Get that, and I'll tell you what, you will get a lot of freedom in your mind. And once you get the freedom in your mind, you will have the freedom to choose the God you serve, either the God of this world which some people have really got some wacky ideas, but still, the whole thing about the salvation is salvation from the legal system. This is what Yeshua came to do. This is what Yahweh did. He came and gave his son, who understood the Torah, he understood the law, and this is where we're at. We're now faced with a decision that we have to make. Are you ready? Are you ready to stand your ground legally and not go and fight against the legal system, but use the legal system for your freedom? Shalom. I hope you hear and understand, and Shema. Shema Israel. Hear.